Hey guys and girls, welcome back to YYC Designz Custom RC Creations. Today we're going to be working on the double cabin cruiser project. I was going to plank them and I've decided against that, mainly because I think I found an easier way to do it. I'm going to build the main cabin and then build the fly bridge on top of the existing hull I have now, ready to go for both boats. So of course everything that is getting done here is done times 2. I have 2 chances to get it right. Okay, mainly because I'm not the greatest video maker in the world anyway. We have the double cabin cruiser project, and we're going to get started on building. Instead of doing the planking, we're going to get building the main cabin and the fly bridge and all the accessory outside structure of both boats. This is actually boat number 2 for one of my nephews. Since the last time, as you can see, I've put in some framing here to give the hull that much more stability. I've got another one to put in here yet, and I've put in the cross members. I'm just getting ready to put this one in here. Then we will start building the structure over and above here. So what I'm going to be using is a 1/2 inch square tubing with a 1/8 wall, cut in half, and use it as channel, so to keep down on the weight. Yeah, a lot like what you can see right here. Now we can't order metal like this. We actually have to get the 1/2 inch square tubing, which is exactly what the keel is made out of. Okay, and then cut it in half, and of course make this channel. So all of this is cut here in the shop, and we go from there. You can't get a 1/2 inch channel in steel. You can only do it in aluminum. And of course, as I've told you before, my welding with aluminum isn't the best. Now up front here will basically be where the anchor is going. Each boat will have a single front anchor, and I'm considering putting bow thrusters in, to be honest with you, but they are cabin cruisers, and cabin cruisers don't normally have bow thrusters, so I'm in a bit of a debate over that one. Anyway, what I am going to start doing is building the main cabin structure that will show above the gunnels, and then of course the fly bridge over top of that, and that will give me my overall dimensions. And then I can put in this last piece of framing. We can start doing the planking, putting the walls on, all of that sort of thing, and getting ready to install motors and output shafts, props, all of that sort of thing. These are going to run a much bigger battery. My plan at the moment is to be running them off of a 12-volt motorcycle battery. We'll see how that plan works out. That may have to change and run off of just regular lipos, but a motorcycle battery I think would last one hell of a lot longer. But thus my weight problem. In any case, I want to keep the weight centered, and I will be using lead as ballast anywhere I need it to make the boat, of course, run smoothly through the water. I will be installing trim tabs on possibly the transom or just in front of it, however I can make them work best. And of course, each boat will be a twin screw, meaning 2 motors, 2 props, and of course double rudder. So that's a basic rundown of the boat. We'll have the anchor up front, and of course we're going to have a lot of lights on these boats for the boys. So It's all a matter of planning and trying to get the weight balanced out right so that the boats run smoothly through the water, run at the angle they should. Anyway, let's get on with the building and see how far I get. Yeah?
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Okay, so here we are now with the flybridge put on top of the boat. I got to make sure I don't turn the camera on too much of an angle here on you, otherwise I will blind you with a very bright shop light. I just wanted to put the shop light on it, hoping to give you a little bit better view. But let's move a little more to the side and to the back of the boat as we go. So we have the main cabin here, which of course is 3 inches tall. It is 8 inches in width, front and back, so it's basically just a rectangle. It is 18 inches long. The boat hull itself from bow here all the way down to stern is 36 inches overall, and the flybridge here is 5 inches from base to top, and I did not measure here yet, so I don't know exactly what it is, but I will take a guess and say it's in and around the 1 foot length, because of course there's about there is 5 inches at the front here, from the front of the main cabin back to where the flybridge starts, and there is 1.75 inches at the back here, and of course it is 5 inches overall height. I left the overhang because of course the roof here will have a bit of a visor on it. It will come across, and then here there will be a movable sunroof. Now, whether that is going to be a remote or whether it will just be a manual sunroof, I haven't decided yet. And of course, the back part of the flybridge roof will overhang so that it can be like a proper shade deck here. The only other piece I have to add on here will of course be the radar tower, and I'll turn to the side here to see it a little better. So off the back here there will be the radar tower that goes on the back brace of the flybridge here. And there will have to be of course a ladder going from the main deck here up to the flybridge, a door in the back of the main cabin, and as I said, this will get cut out in the doorway only, and it will get braced from the bottom here all the way up to wherever the door edges are, and that will give me the strength on the back here. So on the back here on the transom, of course, we have a diving deck mounted on. The diving deck, of course, is the width of the ship, the width of the boat, 11 inches. It is 3.5 inches in depth, and it will of course be made out of hardwood when the time comes, as will the back floor where my hand is here. So that's about as far as I'm going to get with this one this time, because of course I have to do this to the second cabin cruiser as well. It is hanging behind me here on the video where you can't see, but yeah, I have the second boat I've got to do this to now and replicate this. Of course I want both boats to be the same, because of course one is going to one nephew, one is going to another nephew. So these are going to be their Christmas presents this year, so that is why I am actually taking more time here on the cabin cruisers, and it's a longer time between videos. But yeah, well, and honestly they're not quite as difficult to build as the crawlers and so on, because there's a lot more space here. I have a lot more working room and a lot more options as to what I want to do. Of course, as I said, each boat will be a twin screw, which means twin motor, twin ESC. So we've got a little saving up to do for some parts and props and that sort of thing. The rudders, of course, will be made. The prop shafts, I will make them here in the shop. So it's only really just the motor and the prop, or the motors and the prop, and of course they have to have a bilge pump in them because I want them as realistic as possible. In the back here I will be mounting 4 underwater lights in both boats, and yeah, so we'll continue on with that and we'll see how far we get. So, but as far as the video goes, this time this is about it for this video, and we will continue on here with the second boat. Next installment you'll see here will be on Black Rose, a 1949 GMC pickup. It is a commissioned vehicle from one of our customers, and we're going to start building that here on the next video, which will probably come out either Monday or Tuesday night, Wednesday latest. and look forward to that one. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a two-wheel drive. It is going to copy a vehicle that is on a show called, I believe it was Memphis Outlaws, and the vehicle is being built for a client of ours down in California. So we will be replicating, I believe it is called Old Heavy, or Ole Heavy, O-L-E, and so it's a pretty cool truck, and we should have a pile of fun building it. The video series should be very exciting on it, so I invite you to catch that one here with us on YYC Designz Custom RC Creations. I am Twist, and this has been YYC Designz Custom RC Creations, the Double Cabin Cruiser project. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe and follow along with the rest of our build series projects. But I do want to thank you for joining us on our journey here, and again, thank you for your support.